Razorback Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Razorbacks ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense who will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Pribula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons. They've got a quarterback who, like Pribula, can throw it but can run it as well and hurt you with his athleticism.
Well, it's so interesting to watch Austin Simmons, and sometimes it's just the right fit, the right spot. We've seen some great highs from him, but obviously Trinidad comes in, takes his job. He's on the bench. He has to find a new location, new life, and a good offense with a good run game. Let's see what Austin Simmons can do.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Right back to Hardy on first down. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's a give to Hardy. Makes a man miss. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Caught, and he's got room. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Here's a heat. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. As we see the dangerous Braylon Russell. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just out.
I mean, I set the depth chart before the game starts. Look, it didn't save. What the freak? It didn't save. It's terrible, bro.
Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast.
Why is Smith in the game?
So, number one job for this.
He's a backup running back.
Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation.
Oh, now Russell's in the game.
Third and long, backed up
on third down. This game's so stupid, bro.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. The run inside. It's Smith. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Russell. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games.
Why is Smith in the slot, dog?
Because of what the fans are saying, what your
So
coaches are saying.
stupid, bro.
And the quarterback runs out.
I can't. How am I playing with this stupid crap?
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a the ball goes out of bounds, they're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Simmons. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Hardy. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after pitch.
Up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
Can they catch it? Touchdown, Razorbacks! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lee. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Simmons on the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. There's some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Hardy. Can't get him to the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Offense working from the pistol. The give on the counter. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Throwing Simmons. Got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Gonna run it. It's Russell. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Intercepted and a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Bro.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback.
This is so frustrating, bro.
2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I tried, bro. I tried giving this guy like starting like playing time because he's like 76 overall. He's the highest overall quarterback I got. He's thrown 6 interceptions this season.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody...
Oh, he's got some space. He hits the slide and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Simmons throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead.
What comical misfortune.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes...
And I have 2 visits. I have 2 recruits watching us. This is great.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now
I'm trying, bro. I'm still in good spirits.
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown.
Well.
And they come up with a huge
pick
6, and that is one of the reasons this defense
Honey,
is so dominant.
grab the kids. We're going to Nevada.
They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Can I have an ice cream cone? Babe, can you make me an ice cream cone? Maybe it changes my fortune over here, but
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point.
that's not how this works. Come on, babe, I need it. Well, it works how you say it works.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the
31-7, dog.
21-yard line before he stopped right there.
That's crazy work,
The
bro.
Hawks send that offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Yeah, I'm the red team, buddy.
The offense just has not
I'm the team that's losing.
a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete. He had to get
Dude,
rid
I
of
can't
it before
I
he
can't
wanted
run
to
the ball.
defense put
I
the
can't
heat
pass
on.
the ball. It's just
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down.
non-stop
Nice
defense.
job by the QB, scrambling, working.
Got a little grass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man, it's McClung. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot. That's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Simmons to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Going to the run, it's Roberts. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll move the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Ballmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Hill. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Plucks it out of the... Oh, it's a fumble.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral.
That's how I know this game's cracked out. Look at it. Yeah, I made a dumb decision, but be quiet. Look, if I press pitch ball, right, who should I pitch the ball to? Number 5's back there. Pitch it to him. He just throws the ball to 74.
When the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch, but either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. Nice job on the defense getting to the carrier fast to make something happen.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Hit as he throws. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Pulled and fired complete. Corralled and brought
I can't get nothing, bro. Nothing. Not with another yard.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go right back to the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down.
Hey, kill it. 528 crew. Copper.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Magic.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Hard running there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO, complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Throwing Simmons. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
He one-hands an onside kick.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Roberts. Maybe a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Blue 22. Blue 2.
The RPO fired complete to the left. A likely touchdown saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Simmons. Here comes the heat. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield is Hill. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great catch and run for 6. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking downfield, it's Hill. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Knocked off his feet. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Roberts. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. 4th down, Simmons. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the counter. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the counter play. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a...
Makes the grab in their space. Quick with the spin move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking to throw, it's Hill. Got it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's under.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hill. He's not afraid to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 50 and extra practices at the end of the year to help